Before I start today's video, I just want to very quickly say I know we are living in quite stressful and anxiety-filled times right now, so I'm just sending my love to everyone. Stay safe, stay inside, wash your hands for 20 seconds, sing happy birthday twice, get a good lather, look after yourself, look after your family, look after your friends, and the best way to do that is by staying inside. I could not have timed this worse. I ended up filming this video during what was essentially my last month of freedom before lockdown, which meant that I spent my last month of freedom avoiding all social contact and interactions because I looked like that girl out of The Ring if she showered less. My timing has never been that bad before, and I once accidentally interrupted a wedding. So a couple of months ago, I stumbled across something that was quite big in like 2018. You know, the golden years when we were all still able to go outside. And essentially it was a trend, a movement, maybe, called the No Poo movement. And despite what it sounds like, this was not a group of people that got together and decided nay to our bowel movements. No, it was just a bunch of people that decided they were going to stop using shampoo or conditioner or any kind of hair gel or form or product. Nothing of the unnatural variety. And the reason for this, they said, was because not only does shampoo clean your hair, but it goes too far. It completely strips it of natural oils and goodness that's up in your locks. Your hair naturally produces oil called sebum, and it comes from your sebaceous glands, and the shampoo triggers the sebaceous glands to release more sebum, so the more shampoo you use, the more oil your hair produces, which means that if you washed your hair every other day, but then you started washing it every single day, you would no longer be able to go back to washing it every other day without your hair looking greasy. And this is because shampoo kind of creates this trap, whereby the more shampoo you use, the more reliant you are on shampoo. And they claimed that if you gave up shampoo, you know, you said adieu to conditioner, your hair would begin to return to its natural state, which would be stronger, healthier, shinier, and often curlier hair. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that sounds like a banging deal. And so I thought I'd give it a go. So from the articles that I read online, from blog posts, and from YouTube's videos that I saw documenting similar hair journeys, most people said that it takes around 3 to 4 weeks for you to start to see a positive change in your hair. So I set myself some rules to make this as scientifically sound as possible. Because you know me, top scientist Ellbat. There would be no shampoo, no conditioning, and absolutely no products used on my hair at all for the duration of this challenge. 0, nil, none. Naught. If you've got any other words for 0, feel free to comment them down below. I would touch my hair as little as possible, apart from when putting it up to get it out of my face. I would be allowed after the first week to rinse my hair. Now this was something that a lot of people talked about in those videos. They rinsed their hair with water, so whilst they're in the shower, they'd essentially wash their hair without anything. Just the H2O that fell upon their head. But I was not going to do this for the first week. I was just going to allow my hair in the first week to just do its thing. After that week point, I would be allowed to rinse my hair every other day, or every couple of days, as I normally would wash my hair. And I would film every 5 days. And I would do this for a month. I just chose the wrong month. Anyway, let's get the experiment going. Okay, I'm about to wash my hair for the last time for a month. I'm just gonna try and really milk this, you know. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna sniff my shampoo. I'm kind of hoping that what's gonna happen is my hair's gonna be like gross for a couple of weeks and then get really nice and like all my natural curl will come back. That's what I hope will happen. But what will probably happen is I'll just end up like a greasy matted monster. I'm gonna try and angle the camera now so that you can see me shower and wash my hair, but you can't see the titties. Yep, you can see titties. The final shampoo has been done. That was it, we're done. And so the journey begins. So there was no visible change within the first few days, obviously, because that goes along with my normal wash cycle. But around day 3 and 4, my hair caught on. It started to realise that something was amiss here. And it started producing sebum. So I just woke up. It's almost been a week since I haven't washed my hair. It's disgusting. So I've been braiding it for the last couple of days just because I thought that might help with the grease. It might make it more manageable. It didn't. And once it started, it did not stop. It was like a fountain of sebum, never ending. It's like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, except instead of chocolate, it's sebum. It's Charlie in the Sebum Factory. That first week, it was a It was a struggle. So because it's been almost a week, it's now time for me to rinse my hair for the first time. It looks so much worse in this light. Oh god. Oh, sweet gentle Mariah, that is horrifying. Genius idea. I'm gonna get my hairbrush and I'm gonna brush through it whilst I'm in the shower. This is a great look for me. Oh, it is steamy. Okay, so I'm just out of the shower. I've tried to towel dry my hair a bit. I can definitely still feel the heaviness of the oil on my hair, but I'm just gonna stop touching it now and just leave it to do its thing. I'm hoping that it dries kind of like how it does when I usually wash it, and it looks a lot more presentable than it has done. I don't know whether I should just let it dry down or if I should just put my hair up and just leave it up in the hopes that the oil then will stop going everywhere. You can definitely feel the oil on your fingers if you touch my hair. Thing is, I have to film a bunch of videos today, so I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't look like I haven't showered in a year. Just imagining how horrible the comments are going to be about why my hair looks so dirty, and none of you know why it looks so dirty, so you'll just think I'm a minger. See you lot, maybe later when it's dry, or maybe tomorrow. Good morning everyone, I just woke up. It's the morning after the day I rinsed my hair. I decided to put it up in a ponytail pretty much as soon as I stopped filming. I think it actually looks kind of presentable. This bit here doesn't look so greasy anymore at the top of my head. It's weird because the curls on my head are not as curly as they usually are. I mean, you've got some little bits here, and I don't know whether that's because of the oil and the impact the oil's having on them. So it just feels kind of wet for some reason, and it's been a good like 20 hours since I washed my hair, so I'm not sure what that's about. Much more presentable today. I think I could actually maybe take my hair out and wear it down. I think that rinse really did do the trick of getting most of that grease off. So all in all, rinse successful. By week 2, I was severely struggling. I won't lie to you, I almost gave up at this point. At the moment, I'm spending most of my time with my hair up just because it helps it get less dirty. It also encourages me not to touch it as much. It's not in my face, and that can obviously make it greasier. So this will be the first time I've properly put it down in a little while. So excited to see what we're looking like day 10. It was horrible. Oh dear. Oh wow. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought this would look like. It's just like, what is this? It's just so matted. It's also starting to itch a lot at the moment. It's starting to feel very dirty and itchy. One thing that I'd been warned of is that when you don't wash your hair at all, you get a build-up of dust, dirt and oil. That can cause dead skin to start to build up as well in your hair, which means you end up with a lot of dandruff. And I've never had dandruff in my life, really. And suddenly your girl had dandruff. My whole head was itchy. It's like I had ants crawling all over it. Just having a little party on my head. Except the only thing that they were serving at this party was sebum. It was a sebum party, and all the ants were invited. So the dirt, the dust, the everything, it started to build up. It made my scalp incredibly itchy, which made it incredibly irritated because I kept trying to scratch it. At this point, I started to get headaches as well because my hair was up constantly. It was just constantly pulling. It was horrible. And so I started to also get like bruising at the back of my head, which I still have, by the way. I have suffered for this video. I would appreciate compensation in the form of a subscribe or a like. That would mean a lot. Thank you. It'll make the migraines worth it. Now, week 2 also saw the introduction of rinsing, which I thought was going to be fantastic. I thought, hey, you know, this will alleviate my suffering. But nay, nay. Nay, nay. It did not. Right, there are several problems caused by rinsing. Number 1 is that you would think that the oil would provide some kind of lubrication for your hair. But you'd be thinking wrong. Your hair, once it gets wet, it stays in kind of these matted strands of oily mess. And there's no conditioner to smooth it out, so you're essentially just yanking at your hair. And not only that, but because most of the time your hair's been up all day, your hair is not naturally falling out as it would do consistently throughout the day. So your shower time is essentially you just pulling dead, fallen out hair and trying to untangle it from the alive hair, which means every time you get out of the shower, there's enough hair to make a rug with. It's disgusting. And not only that, but every time you get out of the shower and you try and, you know, dry your hair, it doesn't dry. ever. It is day 15. It has now been half a month since I washed my hair. Lovely. For the last few rinses, I've let it dry down instead of putting it in a ponytail in the hopes that it would actually dry, because what's happening at the moment is I wash my hair and then I put it in a ponytail and it just doesn't dry. I think it's because there's so much oil in it, but it's disgusting. So for the last couple of rinses, I've been letting it dry down, which has resulted in some exceptionally curly hair. But the grease, there has been zero improvement on that front, and actually, despite me not thinking it possible, it has gotten worse. We're hoping the next 15 days delivers me some kind of hair miracle. You know, some amazing revelation of the hair variety. See you in 5 days, with hopefully less disgusting hair. By week 3, it felt like my hair had kind of plateaued on the oil production. It felt like it kind of reached its peak and it wasn't getting oilier anymore, which was a nice pleasant change. And that kind of got my hopes up that during week 3 and week 4, I would start to see this glorious hair transformation that would make it all worth it. I was gonna start to see those luscious locks that had been foretold to me. Okay, so it is day 25. So here is the hair. Ew. There's a bit of matting going on back here. Ow. It just kind of feels like I've put way too much hair gel in my hair. The last couple of days as well, it's been super itchy, and if I scratch my head just lightly, you get like a load of skin in your fingernails, which is nice. My scalp just feels dirty. It's got quite a big buildup of sebum, which is not to be mistaken with something else. Generally, it's just not gotten better. I kind of thought that by this point in the process, my hair would be looking fruity fresh. But saying that, I will say it definitely looks more normal than it was. If we just discount the like dandruff and dead skin and all that lovely stuff, if you run your fingers through it, it feels so dirty. It doesn't feel like glowing natural hair. I thought doing this for a month would be enough time for it to, you know, rejuvenate and get itself on track. I'm slowly coming to the realization that I may have just spent a month with dirty hair for no reason. You know, we still have 5 days. This could all still go well, but I'm not sure. But alas, week 4 came around, and it didn't happen. Nothing happened. So in conclusion, if you don't wash your hair for 4 weeks, you look like you haven't washed your hair for 4 weeks. No, I'm not saying that because it didn't work for me that this doesn't work. I think the biggest issue was that the time frame that had been promised to me was not long enough. And I timed it for a month because I had a brand thing that I needed to do. So I had a month and that was it. I think that maybe if I'd left it for 2 months or 3 months, I would start to, you know, look more like the poster girls of the no poo movement. But unfortunately, it just didn't happen within a month. However, now I'm in quarantine. You know, if you want me to try 2-3 months straight, honey, I got nothing better to do, so let me know in the comments down below. This experiment was essentially a fail, so I'm gonna take the L for that. But it's not all bad news in Sebum City. I can now go 3 days without washing my hair, which in my eyes is a big fat W. Huge, massive big W. Is this something that you would give a go? Now you have that information. Can you commit to a 2-3 month experiment? Let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to subscribe if you fancy. Click the notification bell. I'm also dropping another video today on my second channel, so I will put a link to that in the description below. We kind of do lower effort content over there. We play some games, do get ready with me's, just chat. If you like this video, give it a cheeky little thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's a free world. You do you, boo. Stay safe, stay inside, look after yourself, wash your hands. And I'll see you later. Bye! Give your mum a kiss from me. I can't feel my face, no, faking on a Sunday. Okay, there is a policeman chasing someone. I'm not really sure what's going on. Lockdown is wild.